Hey everyone, Coach Christy here, and I've been having a lot of questions lately about how I invite to the coach opportunity as a Beachbody coach. So I want to go through with you my 10 tips of how I have signed up 16 new coaches in the last 14 days. I'm going to give you everything. So it's a lot of information. I'm going to try to condense it and keep it as simple as possible. So these are 10 tips to inviting to the coach opportunity. Number one, and I wrote them down so I don't forget, is you always have to be adding to and growing your network. If you're not doing this, this doesn't work. You need to always be growing your network. If you're not sure how to grow your network, I have other YouTube videos on my YouTube channel that go through expanding your network. If you're a coach on my team, if you go to my website, ChristyCurtis.com, and click Coach Business Training, there's a tab that says Expanding Your Network. Click Expanding Your Network, and we have over 8 different videos and tips that go into how to expand your network on Facebook, on Instagram, in person, on social media, everything. So if you haven't done that training, you need to go back and do that training. Hit pause here, go to the Expanding Your Network training and start doing that, because the rest of this doesn't work if you're not expanding your network. So tip 1, expand your network. Pause this video and go listen to additional training on how to expand your network. Number 2, connect and build relationships. So I'm going to give you a little tip. If you're in interest groups on Facebook, say you build on Facebook, right? And I belong to a boxers group on Facebook because I have a boxer puppy and I love her, and boxer parents, fur baby parents, are crazy about their boxers. They post photos all day long. There's 25,000 people in the group. So when I need to build my network, I can go into that group, and this is part of the training, but I can click like, I can comment on somebody's photo, I can like it and send them a friend request. As soon as they accept, and they always accept because I liked and commented on their photo. So I've already built that relationship. They're like, that person likes my stuff. But then once we're friends, I send a message. Oh my gosh, your boxer is so adorable. How old is she? Is she your first boxer? Whatever they said in the post, what information do I have that I can connect with them about our dogs? So that's connecting with people. Connect with them and build that relationship. So that's tip 2. Number 3, post to your Facebook page regularly. If you are not sharing your journey and sharing your story and being vulnerable, no one is going to connect with you on a personal level, and they aren't going to want what you have because they don't even know what you have, right? So posting to your Facebook regularly. Number 3, you have to do that. If you're not doing that, if you're not doing the 2 above, the next parts that I'm going to share with you aren't going to work. These all work together. So number 3, post to your Facebook page. A little tip there is also follow your business activity tracker every day. It is your power hour. It tells you exactly what to do every single day. And if you're a coach on our team, join Tanya's live 11 a.m. on Mondays power hour. If you go into our team page, Epic Dream Team, click on the events tab, there is the live power hour where you can see Tanya screen share exactly what she does for an hour to build her business. The cool thing is, it's exactly what I teach. She's been doing it and signed up 5 coaches this month already. So number 4, now this one is, I've shared in other videos, I've shared everywhere. When I was a brand new coach and I was doing those first 3 things, what I would do is I would invite every single day to the coach opportunity. That's what worked for me. You see, I'm a little different from most coaches. I got into the business for the opportunity. I loved fitness. I wasn't looking to get in shape. I was actually looking for a business to help people. I wanted to be an entrepreneur. So this business really worked for me, but because of that, I do things a little bit differently. I like to invite to the coach opportunity over challenge groups because, in my opinion, fitness is a lifestyle. So I want you coming in as a coach, even if it's just for the discount. Why would you pay full price? My degree is in finance, and I wouldn't want to pay full price for something. So the coach opportunity just makes sense, whether you want a discount or you actually want to earn income. So I always invited to the coach opportunity. And this is how I did it. Very, very simple. You guys are going to be like, that's it. I would open up my Facebook and I would go through my friends list and I would invite 30, 40, 50, whatever I needed to do. And this is how I would do it. I would say, hi, How's life going? Oh my gosh, I've been watching your page. So great to see. Like, congratulations on the new baby. How is she? How is she sleeping? Love just watching your story and your journey on Facebook. Create conversation with them. And then I would say, I don't know if this is something you're interested in. And if it's not, no worries, not going to hurt my feelings. But I love your energy. And I'm really picky with the coaches that join my team because I want to make sure it's a positive, supportive community of like-minded people. But I think you'd be a perfect fit. Have you ever considered becoming a coach? So I let them off the hook. I told them why I think they'd make a great coach. And then I say, have you ever considered becoming a coach? It's that simple. People will come back to me. They'll say, yes, I have considered. Could you send me more information? No, I don't even know what it is. Could you send me more information? I've never considered, but what is it? So any way I go about it, they are asking for more information. I love that. Or they don't respond, which is okay too. So I would do that, sit down and just for an hour, invite as many as I could in an hour. It was like a game to see how many invites I could get done in 60 minutes. And the next morning I'd wake up, and if I invited 50, I might have 20 messages to answer. So I didn't even notice the 30 that didn't respond to me because I was too busy asking, have you ever considered? So that's tip number 4. Tip number 5 is post on your Facebook coach opportunity calls to action. If you're in my team, you can go to my website, christycurtis.com, click on inviting scripts, and then coach opportunity inviting. I have 3 Facebook posts there that are coach opportunity calls to action. You can copy, paste them, edit them to fit your story. You can copy, paste them, and completely change it, whatever works for you. But there's 3 Facebook opportunity posts there. Post those regularly. I used to post a coach opportunity post at least once a week. And if you get crickets, then you're doing something right. And the reason I say that is because for the first year, I would have no likes or 1 or 2 likes or no one responding. But then I started having people coming to me saying, "Oh, I was waiting for your next post. I've been seeing your post, and every time I see it, I was thinking about messaging you, but I put it off and I was waiting for that next post to come up." So people will start to look for it, even if they're not liking or commenting on it. So those are the things that I did early on to build the coach opportunity. I'm going to go into more detail in the next 5 steps. But number 6, once you feel comfortable, start doing Facebook ads. I now do coach opportunity posts through my Facebook fan page and do ads inviting to the coach opportunity. That has worked really well for me. Now, as a brand new coach in my first 3 years, I actually didn't pay for Facebook ads. I just started paying for Facebook ads this past year, and I've been a coach for 4 years and 9 months. So you don't need Facebook ads to be successful. I did everything for free, and I invited everyone every single day using those techniques that I just explained to you. So number 6 is Facebook ads. Number 7, whether they come from a Facebook ad or from you messaging someone and asking, have you ever considered becoming a coach? The next step is to send them information. So I have a script, and if you're a coach on my team, you go to Christy Curtis, inviting or business training, inviting scripts, coach opportunity scripts. And in that same tab that has those 3 calls to action for Facebook posts for the coach opportunity is how I respond, exactly how I respond to someone. And I'm going to tell you how I set it up. Basically, I say, thank you. I'm excited that you're interested in learning more about the coach opportunity. Below, I have included 3 links for you to review. Once you've had a chance to review those, please get back to me on a time that would work best for you for an interview. I've included times below. If none of those times work, let me know and we can find a time that works best for your schedule. And then I have the 3 links. There's 3 links. They're all on my YouTube channel. One of them is the What is Coaching? So What is Coaching YouTube video, or I have a recorded phone call as well. The other link is time requirement. I've created a time requirement YouTube video that explains the requirements and how much time it takes to be a Beachbody coach. The reason why I did that was I had so many people that would say, oh, I don't have time. So I am handling that objection before it comes up. Number 3 is my video that shares how I went from $70 my first month as a coach to $11,000 in 1 week. So I send those 3 videos for them to review, and then right under those videos, it says, are you available Wednesday at, and I offer 3 times, or Thursday at, and I offer 3 times, question mark. I look forward to speaking with you soon. All the best, Christy. Very simple. I send the information and I schedule the call. They've asked me for information, whether I've said, have you ever considered, and they came back and said, yes, I have, send me info, or they're coming through a Facebook ad now, I send the same template. I've sent the same template since day one. And I have always been a big recruiter. My first couple years, I was top recruiter every month. And now I still, obviously I've recruited 16 coaches in the last 2 weeks. I'm not a top recruiter in all of Beachbody. There's so many coaches. But I still recruit. I'm still a very high recruiter. And so I've used this same template. And the thing is I learned this from GoPro. So I read GoPro as a brand new coach. I read it again and again and again. And he tells you to schedule those interviews. So I schedule them. And then I put them in my calendar to get on the phone, right? So number 7 was send the info and schedule. I'm going to go back through those at the end in case you missed anything. Number 8, if you don't hear back from them, send a follow-up. And my follow-ups, again, very simple. Hi, Christy. Hope your day is going well. Haven't heard from you and wanted to check in. Are you still interested in learning more about the coach opportunity? Are you still interested in getting started as a coach? Are you still interested in the coach opportunity? All the best, Christy. So one of those questions. So follow up. Next, number 9, get on the phone. Get on the phone. So you schedule that interview and you put that in your calendar, and you need to have a calendar. I use Google Calendar. It's incredible. And I get on the phone with them. I know not all coaches do this. A lot of people just do things through Facebook messaging. But I've found from day one that when I get on the phone, I am saving myself time, because going back and forth between like Facebook and waiting and all that, and them not being able to hear my voice and me not really learning what their goals are about, or even just hearing it when they write it down, it's not the same as when I can hear it through the phone. So that's number 9. Number 10 is the interview. And I'm going to go through exactly what I ask in the interview process. So in the interview, the first question that I ask is, what interested you in the coach opportunity? What interests you? What sparked your interest in the coach opportunity? And I let them tell me. And sometimes they're very brief and one-word answers, and sometimes they really go into depth. So I have a list of questions. Now, when they answer that question, one of the biggest things that I do is I always relate my story back to them, or a story of a coach on my team if I can. Because I want to connect with them. I want them to know that I hear what they're saying. So that's my biggest tip. You really want to connect and relate to people. So I gave you my first question. My second question, sorry, I have to think about it because I always go through, I don't have like it written out. So number 1, what sparked your interest? Number 2, are you familiar with Beachbody? Have you heard of the company or the programs before? Sometimes people say, oh no, I've never heard of it. And like, have you heard of P90X or Insanity? Oh yeah, I've heard of that. I've done Insanity. Like, oh, awesome. So most of the time people have not heard of Beachbody, but they've heard of our programs. And then I'll ask, what do you do for work currently? What do so I learn more about what they do for work currently. And then I'll ask them, I thank you for reviewing the information. And after going through what is coaching, what do you like best about the opportunity? What do you like best? So I let them tell me what they like best. A lot of times people, if they won't even know what they liked best, or some do, and that's good because they have a why. You're getting to the bottom of their why without saying, hey, what's your why? But some of them will actually not even answer that question and say, well, I have this hesitation, or, they don't say I have this hesitation, but, well, I just don't understand. And they'll start to tell you their hesitations. So if so, you can answer those. But a lot of times people will tell me what they liked best. If they're telling me what they liked best, I'm going to be able to connect with them more and really relate how this business is going to help them with the thing that they like best. The next question that I asked is, I know you reviewed all the information. Was there anything that was unclear or that you wanted to talk about in more detail? And usually that's when people either give me their questions that they didn't get answered in the information, or they show me blatantly what their hesitations are. So again, I can address that hesitation right then and there. Without it being, you see, if I went through a hesitation in a Facebook message, it could sound really like I was being pushy or confrontational. But when I do it on the phone, they can see my sincerity. They can hear in my voice my passion for what I'm sharing with them. And that helps ease their fears. The next question that I ask is, on a scale of 1 to 10, how interested are you in the coach opportunity? I learned this from GoPro, guys. So they'll say, I'm an 8, or I'm a 9, or I'm a 10, or I'm a 1. If they say a 10, I'm like, awesome. If you were to get started, next question, if you were to get started as a coach, when would you want to get started? If you were to get started as a coach, when would you want to get started? They'll tell me, well, I need to wait 2 weeks until I get money, or I want to get started right away. I want to get started today. I want to get started tomorrow. I schedule that next time to walk them through the coach sign up. Now, if they say they're a 7, I'll say, well, why are you a 7 as opposed to a 10? And again, they're going to give me their hesitations so I can address them. If they still seem hesitant, I'm not going to push the subject. I'm going to send them more info and schedule a follow-up call. So what I did in both of these situations is I scheduled the next call. I'm either sending them more info that has to do with their hesitations and scheduling the next phone call, or I'm scheduling the sign-up call if they're a 10 or a 9 or they're ready, and some people will say, oh, I'm an 8, but I'm ready to do this. I'm an 8 because I'm unsure, but I'm ready to do this. So you really have to listen to their words and then respond accordingly. You're not going to be perfect the first time. I mean, when I started doing phone calls, I hated the phone. I was terrified. I was sweaty. My voice would crack and shake. I was a nervous mess. Just total mess. But I had these questions written out and I would go through them. And sure, they've changed. I didn't really know what I was doing as a new coach, but they've changed since. And I basically got these, like I said, from GoPro. So these are what I do. This is exactly what I do to invite to the coach opportunity and to have 16 new coaches on my team in the last 14 days. I hope you guys take these tools and put them into action. That's the biggest thing. If you aren't doing this and you listen to it and you're like, oh, that's cool. These things are so simple. These are my habits, my routine. They continue to grow my income. I have no doubt that I will become a 7-figure income earner this year. And it's because I have this system. I stick with it. I'm always inviting to the coach opportunity. And then I help my new coaches run. But they have to show up. They have to do the work, just like you have to show up and you have to do this work. And I've given you all these tips. Please don't just watch this information and not use it. Use it. Take action. Let me know how it works. Let me know if you have questions. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel at the top so that as I create additional trainings, you can learn how to have a successful business. You guys, I am amazed. Paul and I, my husband and I, earn over $500,000 a year, and it's growing because we want others to experience this type of freedom in their lifestyle, financial freedom, time freedom. Money's not going to make you happy, but when you're a happy person and you've worked on your fitness and personal development, which is so important as a coach, and you've taken care of you, you really do have this just positive mindset. It's like you have this big secret and you want to share it with everyone and you want everyone to experience it. And I want everyone to be financially free, but I know not everyone is going to do the work. So be the coach that does the work. Okay? For me, for you, for your family, for your dreams, for your goals, do the work. I know it's scary. It's so scary to do these things, but just do them every single week, every day, week in and week out. It will change your business. Okay? Have a great day, everyone.